What's up, FPL gaffers? Welcome back to my channel for another FPL video, and this video will be called Thinking Ahead on Tuesdays, where I would give you tips on who to buy in your FPL teams. Now, before we get into the fun FPL stuff, if you're new around here, you're enjoying this content, and if you get to the end of this video, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share to as many FPL gaffers so we can build a community and climb the FPL ranks as high as possible, gain good ranks for us all, and try and win some of those FPL prizes that are there to be won. Okay? Now, before we again get into the fun FPL stuff, if you have any suggestions, any queries, any questions that you want me to answer, or you want me to give an opinion or suggestion on, please put them in the comments below. I will bring it to my next video and I will answer them on the channel for you. So you do not have to move a muscle. I will help you with this. If you find it useful, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Let's build a community and climb the ranks together. Now, after the last game week, that was game week 4 that has just passed by. It has been an amazing game week for me. I've made 77 points all out, getting some good points from my defenders, midfielders, and striker. The question now arises whether it is time to say goodbye to Salah from the team and jump on to Erling Haaland. From what I have seen, Salah has not picked up the mark, but of course Salah is on penalties for Liverpool, and that is why he has been able to get us some FPL returns in this season. But Erling Haaland, as usual, has started off with a bang, banging in all those goals for Man City. He has got in a 13-pointer against Manchester rivals. For those of you who made him your captain for the last game week, hats off to you. You must have made loads of points where we just struggled to see Salah in the last minute get a penalty, score that penalty, and he saved us the shambles of actually getting a bad red arrow. Now, for me, I've been thinking after I've seen the last game week whether I should personally jump onto the Erling Haaland boat. And I think I can answer that myself by saying yes, but game week 5 is not the right time to do so. I'm going to wait, roll the transfer for this game week, get to game week 5, see how my team does, and then answer that question whether I can do it with a free hit or a wild card, or even have 2 free transfers to get to sell Salah up to Erling Haaland. What I've seen is Salah has not been up to the mark. He has been, of course, smashing the FPL points for the last 2 seasons. Unfortunately, it hasn't continued. But of course, how long can Salah stay quiet? We have seen that with players like Cunha at Wolves, Mbeumo at Brentford. They did start off bad, but then, of course, went on to be amazing players by scoring a lot of goals for their respective teams last season. With Erling Haaland, he always starts the season very well, which is why we have to ask ourselves as FPL managers, do we want to miss on those points that Erling Haaland is making, or do we want to still stick to Salah and stick with the emotion that Salah has done very well in the last few seasons, give him that chance to make up those points? Or do we want to just jump on to Haaland? Erling Haaland, basically, if we jump onto him, a good option for captaincy, even in the game weeks that are tough, especially against teams like Arsenal or against Liverpool. Erling Haaland can come up with the goods. Again, the same way Salah could come up with the goods against teams like Arsenal. Of course, he didn't. In the last match, it needed a Dominic Szoboszlai free kick against Arsenal. But we have seen in the past few seasons how Salah can come up with the goods against big teams like Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Manchester United and Tottenham. So for me to get Erling Haaland, I'm going to roll the transfer this game week, get to game week 5, see how my team does. Either hit the free hit button to own Erling Haaland. The fixture is good. It is Burnley away in game week 6, which is why I'll be desperately looking to get Erling Haaland in the team. I would love to again triple captain Erling Haaland for game week 6 against Burnley. Unfortunately, if I'm using my free hit or wildcard, you cannot use 2 chips in one game week, which is why I'll have to hold back from the triple captain. But I am going to roll this transfer to try and make it 2 transfers when I get to game week 6 to try and get Erling Haaland, and then maybe use one of the chips of either free hit, wildcard, or triple captain Erling Haaland against that fixture in Burnley. Simultaneously, my defense is not looking that great because there are defenders playing against each other. So I might look also to get in someone like a Liverpool cover, like a Virgil van Dijk, for the likes of maybe El Hadji Diouf or even Nico Williams, who Nottingham have slightly dropped the pace, new manager coming in. West Ham have shown again, they had only won that one match against Nottingham, but then showed again against Tottenham that their defense is not up to the Premier League standards. They are lingering at the bottom, and I don't think I trust the West Ham defenders enough to keep any of those West Ham defenders. Now, moving on to the players I think you might want to get into your team as I would say, ones to watch for the future and upcoming game weeks / hidden gems. Trust me, there are some hidden gems in this that no one has been looking or talking about. And one of them is a new signing in Gianluigi Donnarumma. He is only 5.5 mil, almost the same price as David Raya as well. Huge in goal. Even if Man City concede a penalty, any player taking a penalty against Donnarumma, huge figure in goal. There are chances where Donnarumma could make the save. Of course, I'm not going to get, me or either of you FPL gaffers do not want to get him in this game week, especially because it is Arsenal away for Man City. But he is a goalkeeper you would want to keep an eye on, especially for someone like me who wants to probably hit the wildcard or free hit chip in game week 6. I might want to get Donnarumma in goal. He is only 5.5 million, like I said. My next ones to watch would be Erling Haaland, of course, has gone up in price and is due to rise in price again either tonight, either today or tomorrow. He is 14.1 million. Of course, in the last slide, I did speak a lot about jumping onto the Erling Haaland boat. We will be all looking to jump onto the Erling Haaland boat, especially for what he's done in these last few game weeks. He's gone up in price from 14 million to 14.1, expected to rise in price again. That will make him 14.2 million, making it difficult for us to get him in the team. The next one is a hidden gem, Moises Caicedo. This is a player who at the start I thought of adding into my FPL team, especially because he is someone who brings back memories of N'Golo Kante. He's there all over the pitch, winning the ball high up or low in defense, and then starting a counter attack or an attack for Chelsea. He's added scoring goals to his game. He is only 5.5 mil. Again, expected to rise in price either tonight or tomorrow. But at 5.5 mil, he's probably the only Chelsea player apart from Cole Palmer that I would be looking to add to my squad. My next player who I will be looking to add into the team, or most of us have already at this point added into the team, is Antoine Semenyo. If you do not have him, guys, please, please, please go and get Antoine Semenyo. He is now at 7.5 mil. Again, hidden gem. He is on penalties again. We have seen in the last match, when Bournemouth got a penalty, he was there to take the penalty and scored off it. Risen in price again, 7.5 mil. It will be a bit more difficult to get Antoine Semenyo, especially with so many price rises coming in for him. We've only played 4 game weeks and he's gone up by 0.5 already. Next player I want to talk about is Phil Foden. He has shown now he is coming back into the form that we know he has shown in the past. Phil Foden is another hidden gem for this season, basically. Not many FPL gaffers showed their trust in Phil Foden, but what I have seen from in that Manchester derby, it looks like he's back. He is one to keep an eye on, and at 8 mil, I think he could be a good option in some of our FPL teams. Another player whom most of us may be having would be Mickey van der Ven. Mickey van der Ven, amazing FPL asset, I would say. Scored in the last game week, gets the goal and a clean sheet at 4.6 million. Again, he is about to rise in price, maybe today or tomorrow. People do have Pedro Porro. I think if you want to save up some money, downgrade Pedro Porro to Mickey van der Ven. Always has the threat of scoring goals from set pieces. Got the chances of having those DEFCON points as well. Plays in the middle of the park, so more chances of having those DEFCON points. And my next player would be Woltemade from Newcastle. Now with Yohan Wissa on the injury list for Newcastle, I would say Woltemade would be a short-term punt until Yohan Wissa is back. Scored a goal in the last game week. He is at 7 mil. A cheap option amongst the strikers. Newcastle's fixtures will have a turn in the next few game weeks. So if you're looking to buy him, I would say is another hidden gem. Newcastle's fixtures, like I said, is getting better. So if you were to wildcard in the next few game weeks, he is also another consideration for getting into your FPL teams. Now, another hidden gem, just like Moises Caicedo, is Pape Malang Sarr. Another Tottenham player, 5 mil, the cheapest you can get for a hidden gem. Again, has added scoring goals to his game for club and country. Did score in the last game at 5 mil. One of the best options, cheap enabler. If you want to get someone like Erling Haaland, I think somewhere by game week 13 or 14, Salah's and Erling Haaland's fixtures are going to get better. For some of us brave FPL gaffers there, we would want to try and add both of them in our FPL team. So if you want to choose that, then someone like Moises Caicedo or Pape Malang Sarr would be best options at those cheap prices to get them into your FPL teams. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, if you've got this far, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. If you have any questions, any of the players I have missed in the ones to watch, any suggestions that you have, let's make it an interactive community with the videos. 300 subscribers is the challenge. Let's hit those 300 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button and I will catch you for another video tomorrow. Peace.